RAOUL is a Singapore-born brand. It was created originally in 2002 as a men's shirting brand. We found that there was a niche for a men's market who were looking for good quality, well-made shirts at affordable prices. So the whole concept of affordable luxury was created for the brand RAOUL. It was something that was new at the time. It was a concept that hadn't evolved yet. The brand was an immediate success in Singapore, and we very quickly expanded throughout Southeast Asia and Australia. So we started making for women, and then before we knew it, they were asking for more and more product, and before we knew it, the line grew to be a full lifestyle brand offering everything from men and women's ready-to-wear and accessories and small leather goods.
You break the mold, you break my bones.
By 2009, we had already developed a full line of ready-to-wear for women and for men, of course. But of course, women is just always so much more exciting. And we had about 23 stores, mono-brand stores for RAOUL. And we felt at the time that maybe it was an opportunity for us to start exploring, taking the brand beyond the shores of Asia to see whether we would have any following. So it was a very, very humble and small step that we took in 2009, and we decided just on the spur of the moment to take our collection to Paris, to take a small suite in a hotel, to just put the product there and see what happens. We really did not have any preconceived ideas of how to take this further. It was just that idea that if we're doing it here, why just keep it to Asia? Why not see whether the rest of the world would accept an Asian brand? It was a strange concept, and there was a lot of skepticism that we were faced with, because there were not that many Asian brands that have succeeded beyond the shores of Asia. And I can see why, because it is a challenge, and there is a huge learning curve that comes with taking a brand internationally. Each market has different requirements, and this was something that we had to learn the hard way. The aesthetic of our designs is very much a designer look. The quality is the best fabrics that we can get our hands on. Everything is designed in-house. Everything is unique to RAOUL, and that's what makes it luxury. However, when you look at the price point, it's very affordable. It's not cheap, it's not expensive, it's right there in the middle. It's something that's not going to burn your wallet. We start with mood boards. The mood boards really are the starting point of any designer, any design process. The mood boards are quite extensive. They reference back a lot of vintage. They reference back a lot of old magazines and the old world, which we always need to look back on. History of fashion is always very important, because it really is the foundation of what we're trying to do, especially for RAOUL. And it's really always about having these classic pieces, but with a modern twist and with an edge. So going back in history and going back to the old times is always very important. The 60s and the 70s have always been very important decades in the fashion industry. Everything is developed in-house by our own teams. And if, for example, we look at our latest spring-summer collection, that was inspired by surrealism and pop art. And everything had to reference that. We looked at Andy Warhol, we looked at some great artists who worked with surrealism and pop art, and we kind of did our own take on it, our own twist on it.
can't seem to get it.
Today we are in more than 250 stores worldwide. We are in some of the nicest and most prestigious stores such as Harrods in both the evening wear and ready-to-wear departments, in Liberty's in London. We are at Saks Fifth Avenue, we're in Neiman Marcus, La Rinascente, KaDeWe, and the list goes on. So we're very pleased.
I could detox off of your love.
So we've had quite a bit of celebrities actually wearing Raoul, and that's been quite an amazing endorsement. Of course, every brand wants to have their product endorsed. You know, what's amazing for us is that we don't pay celebrities to wear our clothes. They choose to wear our clothes, and that really is a huge testament. So Singapore is our home. Singapore is where F.J. Benjamin was born. Singapore is where Raoul was born. And credit needs to be given to the mother company, of course, because it was thanks to the goodwill of the F.J. Benjamin name that landlords and customers had faith in the development of the brand and had faith that we knew what we were doing and that we would be able to take the brand to the next level.
Off of your love.